everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Pausa, and today I'm going to bring you all summer looking glowy skin makeup tutorial. If you want to achieve this, skin glowy, skin like, what did I just say? Well, if you want to achieve this glowy skin look appearance and you have acne, scarring marks, pinpoint and problem like that, make sure to stay tuned to watch the video. I've talked too much, but I know that if you reach this far now, come on, let's be honest with one another. I know you like already what you see. So have you pressed the subscription button? Have you pressed it? It's right there in the corner. Just press it to have more video from me, okay? So make sure to stay tuned and let's enjoy the video, okay? So let's start this video, and sorry for the background noise. They're cutting the grass outside. They do this like twice a year, and I just for some weird reason it was the day I decided to record this video. But let me just say, when it comes to flawless foundation, high-end sweat proof, my technique or the product I use are very simple. I just go to look for foundations that are and waterproof, because in the summer, in hot weather, you sweat a lot, and they have to have hydration, so they have to have hydrating property, and that's it. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to prime my skin. And when it comes to primer for my skin, I'm very picky, because I don't like that silicone based primer anymore. I found that it clogs my pores, it makes my acne look worse, and I don't like it. And lately I found this primer by YSL, and it's the type of primer I'm liking because it have like an hydrating finish. Let me just show you how it look. It's very liquidy. It's actually sink into my skin, and it doesn't give that silicone artificial products sitting on your skin. Is absorbed, and it actually does what it says it will do. So it will help you with oil control, and I mostly put it on my T-zone area and where I have more pores. It's a really nice primer. It's pricey, I will tell you that, and I only use it when I want my makeup to be flawless and I'm going out and I want to look snatched. So it's not my everyday primer, because like that's been done. As I always say, the foundation I'm going to use, and I bought it lately, is the Urban Decay Weightless Liquid Foundation in shades 90 double R. So I think it's warm red, I don't know, but they have all codes here for different skin tone. This foundation is darker than my skin tone, but it actually goes and matches my chest, and I like it. So I'm going to use mostly a pump or two, and believe me, I know there is no rule to makeup, but there is this one thing I want for young girls to understand. Your makeup will not look flawless because you pack on makeup. Your makeup will look flawless if you use makeup in a knowledgeable and sensible way. So flawlessness does not come from how much foundation you put on your face, or how much makeup product you have on your face, or how many products you use, but it's going to come flawless because of how you sensibly apply the product. And I'm using my Kat Von D foundation brush, and I really like this brush because it gave that, like, how can I say, it helps smoothing out product really nicely. And you can see how this foundation looks nice on my skin. Like the color match, I think, even though it's a bit darker, it looks very natural, and just look the difference. This is without, and this is without, and I'm just wearing half a pump on this side of my face. And another thing I want to tell you guys is when you're applying foundation, you don't have to apply the same amount everywhere on your face. So for me, is applying mostly like my chin area, which is my problematic area. I obviously apply more foundation, but like my forehead is almost smooth. There is no many scarring marks, and it's, you know, there is no need for me to pack on product there. So I take like a very small amount, and the only reason why I'm doing this is because I want to give the same color to my forehead that the rest of my face have. So if you're having like if you're applying, when you are applying foundation, keep that in mind. Not everywhere need the same amount of product. Where you have more problems, or you know, problematic area, definitely you need more product to cover those areas. But where your skin is naturally smooth, don't go and pack in product for no reason. Okay. A good makeup look or application depends also on your skincare routine. I will do a separate video on my skincare routine and why I choose those products for my skincare, because if you don't have a good skincare routine, it doesn't matter how expensive, bougie, good quality is your foundation, concealer, primer, and other things, your makeup will not have its full potential. So remember that. And let me just change my camera battery because it's literally dying. So concealer, when it comes to concealer, I know most of us like to look at this Instagram video tutorial. I myself used to do that mistake, and you see them wearing concealer from here to behind your ear. Concealer, sincerely, depending, you have to shape it according to what you want, how you want your makeup, what is the ending goal of your makeup. But believe me, you don't need to do that excessive triangles look of concealer on your face. What I personally find that I like to do, I combine concealers, not all the time but at times. So sometimes I use my MAC Pro Long Wear concealer, and I'm just going to show you, I don't do this all the time, but when I want my under eyes to like really stay in place and be perfect, I'm going for a party, or as I say, I want to look snatched, I first go in with my MAC Pro Long Wear concealer, just a tiny bit here. And sincerely speaking, today morning, I don't feel like it's really necessary. It really is a step that I need to do today, but some other times I'm really tired. The dark under eye circle under my eyes are just terrible. So I will just show you, just in case some of you are going through that, or you are having a bad day, how to fix it. So I'm going to take half a pump, like look at the amount of concealer, like it's even less than half a pump. And I'm taking my Sigma large concealer brush, and I'm just going to tap it inside this side like this. And as you can clearly see, I'm not doing a huge triangle on my face, and with my last concealer brush, I'm just going to tap 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 underneath my eyes. And where I have more of that dark under eye circle, I'm just going to make sure I tap 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 under it like this. Now, why do you want to use a brush before a beauty blender? For me personally, I believe like if you are trying to cover dark under eye circle, you want more of your product to stay on your skin, under your eyes. You don't want that product to be sucked in by a sponge. And by tapping with a synthetic brush, you are just giving, and you are letting that product stay exactly where you want it to be, and you're building coverage over that area. So this concealer is not a concealer I use to brighten under my under eyes, but it's just a concealer I use to cover the dark circle underneath my eyes. And so here I'm taking my beauty blender, it's already been wet. I'm just going to lightly, tap on top, just to smoothen out the product underneath my eyes. And as I say, once this is done, if you are not a huge makeup person who love contouring or other things, this may be enough for you. Just set your foundation with powder, put a bit of blush, lip gloss, and you are sincerely fine. But if you want to take a step further and slay, I'm going to add a lighter concealer because I want to brighten in this area, and it's all because of wanting a glam look. It's not because it's necessary by force, it's just because I want to have that glam look. So I'm going to highlight, and differently from what you see on Instagram and YouTube, I'm not taking a concealer shade that is 5 or 10 shades and lighter than my skin tone. I'm actually taking a shade that I think is 1 or maximum 2, and is blend in nicely. So if you want, and for this one I'm using a more bigger synthetic brush. And yes, now I'm taking the concealer a bit all over, not all over, but into a triangle shape like here, because I want this area to stand out and to be brighter. And after I film, I'm going out and I will try and take a video recording of me outside in natural lighting and not studio lighting for you to see what I'm talking about. Thinking out of my door. Something I like to say always is like, makeup. Okay. Now I've applied my concealer. Now, another thing that I used to do myself, that which was a huge mistake, and that doesn't really, I think it works if you are younger, like in your teen, but even then, is something you to have make people believe is baking. Sister, baking is not a must in makeup. It's not going to make your look be snatched. Sometimes it even make it worse because it goes to make your under eye area very, very, very dry, and it look very cake on, ugly, age you. Don't do it. So I'm taking the Too Faced Born This Way setting powder, and if you want, but I just use it lightly to set underneath my eye. Just really, I'm not baking, I'm just setting. So I'm not putting excessive amount of product to bake. I'm just lightly setting these areas where I apply the powder, the concealer. I'm going to set my entire face with my MAC mineralized bronze, is it bronzing powder? No, my MAC mineralized skin finish powder in deep darkest, and I'm going to do it lightly because I'm going to bronze my skin. Very, as you see, you see me tapping my face with the powder, but just to make this clear, the amount of product I'm using is minimal, but the time I'm taking to blend is longer. So don't confuse the time I take to blend a product with the amount of product I'm using. And this is also something you have to be careful on YouTube, because you may be looking at a video and somebody is taking time to blend a specific product like a powder or something that is not equivalent to the amount of product the person is using on their face. Keep that in mind. So to bronze, I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution bronzing powder that came out this year. I have two of them. I've been using the matte one more than the shimmer one, just because this one have more of a reddish undertone and this one is more of I believe golden matte undertone. So I will just try and mix them today. And I'm using, don't laugh at me now, this brush. I got it so many years ago, but I love it because when it comes to bronzing and contouring, I just find it's the perfect shades. I haven't yet found a brush that is a perfect shade for bronzing or contouring. So if any of you have any brush in mind, please tell me. Where am I looking here? I have a mirror here, and I'm just taking lightly the product and going to bronze my skin. And the reason why I'm loving bronzing lately is because it's not as artificial. I found contouring makes your makeup look more artificial in the sense that it doesn't look like, oh, I wake up in the morning, all my skin is a natural glow. Contouring make you look like makeup. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Contouring gave that appearance of putting in a lot of effort into your makeup, where bronzing give the appearance of a natural glow, a natural like beauty. Not to say I don't like contouring. I like contouring, I do contouring, but for an everyday basic, I now prefer bronzing my skin. Not just an everyday basic, just I'm liking to bronze my skin. And 2020 is I'm just going over with this one just because I want to give a bit of warmth on my cheeks here. This one have reddish undertone. Okay. Now if you want to contour your nose, which is another step which I don't believe is strictly necessary if you are a beginner or if you are not into makeup that much. Don't let people make you believe it's necessary. But if you want to, like I want to, I'm going to contour my nose not with my bronzing powder, because I found out that if you use your bronzing powder, it doesn't really complement. It look weird having this one shade come down. No, I like to use a face powder which is either a half or perfectly my skin tone, and I'm using the MAC mineralized MAC Studio Fix powder in NW45, and I'm just going to take it, as you see, from here down here. And I don't know if the camera is picking it up. I mean, it's not even really visible in real life. It's just a light contour. And that is another thing that I think is exaggerated on YouTube. Some of you girls don't understand that there is editorial makeup, which is makeup made for pictures, magazine, advertisement, TV, video, and makeup for real life. So in real life, it's not pretty to see two dark lines coming down your nose. It's just not pretty. Okay, in real life, you just want to hide that highlighter demarcations that is between underneath your eyes and the shade of your nose, the color of your nose. So you want to do it with a face powder that is either exactly your skin tone or is easily melted into whatever shade is going on your foundation or on your skin. So as you see now, I've applied this face powder and it's not strictly visible. Okay, so just take that into mind. Now let's move on to blush. Okay, when it comes to blush, sister, if you're a black girl and you still don't have an orange blush in your collection, you got it totally wrong. You got it wrong from the beginning. I don't say don't have a pink blush in your collection. You can have it. I have a pink blush. I do wear pink blush. But the first blush you want to have and use to make your skin glowy, flush, nice, natural, sun-kissed is orange. I'm using the Juvia Place one because from a year to this place I really like this one. So, and another thing I used to do as well is when I'm applying brush, I used to smile and apply it here. Okay. Now remember that when we're walking down the street, we are not walking down the street with a smile like this. No. And when you're wearing blush, can really contour your face. Remember that it's an extra color you're adding and it can really contour. So what I like doing, what's happening, let me explain you for what's happening when you apply cheeks foundation here. If you are in your teen years, which is from 13 to 19, it's perfectly fine. But when you get older or when you start smiling, it comes down here. So you're having this weird color standing right here all the time when you're walking around. What you want to do, even you can smile, you see here, don't apply foundation here, don't foundation blush here, apply it here at the back. So you see, I'm avoiding this area, I'm just putting it behind it. So when I stand straight, I don't have color just right here, but when I turn on the side, you can see that blush color. So let's do it on this side. I used to struggle with where to apply my blush because everywhere on YouTube everybody will smile and do this, but it's not going to look nice because once you start smiling you have this color right here, standing right here. No sister, don't. On top of that, I'm going to add this and shimmery blush. Don't ask me the color from MAC, is this color here. It has a bit of shimmer, that's why I'm applying it, because it's summer and I want to glow. When it comes to highlighter, you can use whatever brand you want. My favorite highlighter of all time is Taj Mahal, is it called Taj Mahal or something by NARS. So mean and generally speaking is this area here. Okay, so for me, I don't put it all the way up. I just want it to be placed here and maybe come a little bit upper. So when I do this motion on my face, my bone structure is more evident or visible or giving justice or no shape. So I just take the brush lightly and do this. And I don't know if the camera is picking it. Yeah, it looks like, and you can see, okay, there it is. And once this is done, mostly my face is now set. I don't need anything more. Maybe I will go over with a translucent powder like the one by Makeup Forever. If not, I'm happy and cheesy. And I'm just going to do my eye makeup off camera and then come back and do the finishing touches of lashes and makeup fixing spray. Okay, wait for me. Oh la la. So I've done my eyes makeup. I did pop on some fake lashes because on camera and pictures they look better, but I'm not someone who likes wearing it on a daily basis. Also because I have very sensible eyes and I always feel the weight of these fake lashes on my eyes. But that being done and said, I'm just going to conclude this makeup tutorial advice look with lip. And so that is it. This is my summer glow up makeup look tutorial. This is a bit more extra. There is a bit more extra step than my everyday, but this is my slay day look like, and I hope you did enjoy it. Make sure to thumbs it up, comment, here it is. Pulsar come out to help you. And that being said, I will put the link of all the products I use in the description box. If you have any tips or tricks to share with moi, just leave a comment in the info box as well. Make sure to thumbs up, subscribe somewhere here, subscribe and share this video, and we shall see next time.